Welcome guys to Set and Forget Trades analysis of week 26. Currently we are looking at the EURUSD. We have to analyze the coming week, what's going to happen, and this is how our last week went. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Monday the buyers pushed price up and above, closed at Monday it closed at 1.5604. The next day on Tuesday the market really tanked. Check out on our analysis, check out on our video on the analysis on Tuesday. We had highlighted that the price is coming to the demand zone, and when it comes to the demand zone, buyers are activated to push price higher. So this what happened. The price came into the demand zone and the sellers decided to come out so that they might not risk their trades. On the next day of Wednesday, the price pushed up and out of the demand zone, closing with a pip close. Look closely or what happened on the next day on Wednesday. Price opened at 1.4786. I'm not capping, that's what you can see. 1.4786. Yet that was our proximal line of the demand zone, 1.4786. And what did the price do? Price closed above. It retested, it went and tipped on the dasher line of the demand zone, 1.14447. On Friday, price closed above the demand zone. So let's just hold on there. Our analysis has kissed the price at. That's why we're telling you guys set and forget, because the market makers are following our analysis and they're using the same analysis to place their orders. But you're there fighting price, and that's why it's hard for you to become the 9 or to become the 5%. Check out our analysis on Tuesday. We explained it, and this is what happened in the aftermath. So let's check the 4-hour time frame to see if there is a lower time frame demand levels, and no, there aren't. The buyers should exit at this demand zone and come below at the lower time frame demand zone, 1.13976, and if the price continues going lower, the buyers will be at 1.13315. The pivot zone is at 1.12466. And if the price goes higher, the buyers will take their profits at 1.17172, which is a very fresh order level, so you might want to sell at that level, okay? Because when the buyers take, it will be an instant, the volume will reduce and the sellers will have a chance to offset. Now let's swap to the supply chart, where there is surprise again, guys. There is surprise here. You can see this is on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And on Friday the price closed exactly at our supply level. Check out on Tuesday, the price was below, but we analyzed and told people that the supply level likely to be the entry level of the sellers. So the supply chart is allowing us to see what the sellers are up to. And if we check on the weekly time frame, the week closed with a hanging man. But the most interesting part of it is that there was only one supply level above this price level, which was 1.16251, and ever since there was no retest, and we have had a good leap eating into the sell orders that we had placed at this supply level, 1.16251. If we check at the lower time frame level, and guys, let me advise you, the only way to win this game is by knowing where the supply and the demand levels are, because you can see the reaction is instant. There's no chance of anybody else entering except those people who have prepared with themselves well and anticipated the price move. You can see there is only 1 week in and out of the level, and then that's it. So price fell coming into the supply level. Sellers took profits on the first dip. Buyers, this was a reaction of the taking profit. Price dipped up and came down. Sellers took off the previous order levels again. Price went up again, engulfing, meaning the sellers had taken their profits. This candle shows the sellers had taken off their profits. That's why the price managed to go up and into this lower time frame supply zone where sellers made an entry, coming down and pushing price. Then the sellers pushed price below. You do know why they took their profits at? You can see very well at this lower time frame supply level 1.14697. Do you think it can get more clear than this? They made their entry at that supply level, and they took their profit at the next supply level. And do you know who the sellers are? They're the US dollar. Yeah, it's the US dollar who are the sellers in this market, and the euro are the buyers. So you see the US are doing the most precise art. You're figuring out what happened, but we're just seeing everything that's happening. And after they took profits, price went up, and the sellers tried to negotiate with the buyers whether they can take, and this is indecision happening. And finally, the price closed at the supply. The US dollar decided, no guys, you're not going to go anywhere past this supply, because that's where our orders are sitting at. You want to check the 1 hour candle? Look at that. Price closing inside with a kiss. Yeah, check our analysis of EURUSD before. You will see these levels just sitting in front of your eyes, and this is helping us to stamp authority in the Forex market, to make you understand that we are seeing and we are enjoying our rights. Demand and supply is helping us position our rights well, and what happens when justice comes? We are given our rights. We walk out of the courtroom full of rights. Yeah, take part of this. Consult us, join our community, and bro, you'll stop feeling sad of your mistakes. Yeah, so we're checking on the trend setter, the moving average. Yeah, remember I told you this is the moving average for retailers. That's why the liquidation happened. They're just liquidating at these levels. Yep. And we expect price to come low, bro. We're expecting price to come below the current price. This coming week, we expect price at least to retest this moving average, or this main one, 1.1318. We're expecting price to go low or come here, 1.1870. On the daily candle, yeah, the buyers are just making sure that their moving average is well protected. Yeah, if this breaks, buy here. If this breaks, buy here. Yeah, be patient. Everything will come out to your fruition. Yeah, checking on the institutional moving average. Yeah, you see, the institution knows where to place their orders. You see, they know where to place their orders. This is the institutional moving average. Even that fall, they know where to put their orders. So we expect price maybe to close below. If price close below this moving average, we're going to sell 1.14292. On the weekly candle, look at that. This is the institutional moving average. You can see the first time it tipped there. Yeah, price fell. More than 3,000 points, bro. More than 4,000 points. And now price is just sitting there. And the institution are thinking, should we sell or not? Yeah, you see the institutional, how they place their orders. They are going, taking profits, pushing price below, and opening there, going out. All right. You're supposed to see this too. You're supposed to see this, and you're supposed to make money so that you can change your lives too. Yeah, a very clean support here. A very clean support. Yeah, even on the 4 hour, a very clean support. A very clean entry. Yeah, that's how the institution plays the orders. And lastly, the what do you call it? I call it the simple moving average. It's clear and doesn't have lots of noises. That's why you can see the price came, tested, and went up. On the weekly time frame, yeah, price entered at that level. We expect the support to be at 1.13572. Yeah, that's our bet. And 1.11725. On the daily, yeah, 1.135 seems to be a very ideal support, and 1.12454 seems to be a very good support too. Yeah, stay focused, guys. Stay focused. We need to make more money this week. Yeah. Have a good week. Nothing much to say, but stay focused on your entries and keep close contact with this supply chart. That's where the money is. That's where the management of your portfolio should check. And if you are just focused on EURUSD, you might want to diversify and check EURUSD to see maybe potential. Have a good week. Stay blessed, and may the good Lord guide your minds and guide your decision all through the market. Stay blessed.